Alright, how's it going, guys? Welcome back. So first thing you're gonna notice, barber messed me up. That's just what it is, deal with it. Second thing, we got a couple new approachers entering the shop here. We got a Vulcan Omnipro 220, which I've already kind of looked into, but we'll unbox that for you guys and show you. And then we got the Pittsburgh 800-pound capacity trans lift. So that's going to help immensely. We picked up the Vulcan Omnipro. Well, it's the TIG torch, the 150 amp TIG torch that goes to the welder. And I got a foot pedal. So do I know how to TIG weld? No. We will learn. That's the whole point of this series. So watch some YouTube videos and just take it day by day. That's the fun part. This is my old MIG welding bottle, the 7525 argon CO2. Kept that. I kept my 10-pound 030 wire spool, so I'll just throw that in the welder when I get to that. And yeah, this is just gonna be an unboxing video. Last thing, I don't know, we'll see what the video quality is like. I'm filming at 2.7K at 60 frames a second. I'm on a DJI Action 5 now. The first video was with the Sony a7 IV, and I shot that in 1080p 60, just to kind of start out. And I had never used the video mode on that thing. I've only used that for photos and my automotive photography stuff. So we're gonna try this Action 5 and see what it does. It's in a, take a picture of it for you guys, but it's in a small rig cage. It's got a lot of cool stuff ready to go. I got a light and everything, so we are totally set up. So without further ado, let me set this camera up and start unboxing this stuff. Alright, not gonna lie, I just started a time lapse and was like, that'll be a good idea, and then realized, who wants to watch an unboxing video where the whole thing's sped up? So I stopped that, and now here we are with actually the welder on the top of it. So yeah, got a welcome thing. We have a grounding clamp. Let's see if we can get that grounding clamp. The I think they call it a stinger lead, the stinger electrode, stick electrode holder. Fun. Okay. Some like molded styrofoam stuff. A couple of them. Sweet. And then remember, lift with your back in a sharp jerking motion. That's for sure. All the accessories and stuff. Omnipro 220. We've got the MIG gun accessories, 240 cord, 120 cord, argon carbon dioxide regulator, a sheet metal gauge, and knurl to groove drive roll. So open that in a second. Check that out. The DJI, which is pretty cool. It's on like a magnetic system, so I can just unclip it. Drag it over here. I opened it and I got about this far where I just ripped a sheet of plastic off it and then realized I should probably film this. So let's see if we can get a better view here. Grounding clamp, stinger, and the accessories and everything. So let's see if I can just lift this. Oh my god. Yeah, that's heavy. Alright. The Vulcan. Get all these freaking pillars out of the way. Alright. See if I can just dump this stuff. I don't even know if I'll upload this video, if it'll be any good. Alright. Check that. The Omnipro, eh? Pretty nice machine. All the leads and stuff on off. Nice gauges, tactile. Ooh. Yeah. Cool. Actually, that gives you guys a shot of what I'm filming with now. So, all right. So what's inside door number 1? Ooh. Nice. Cool. Settings for MIG, TIG, and stick. Duty cycles. And how to use everything. That's pretty nice. Wire spool setup. Okay. And one of the leads. Sweet. Well, let's see what I can do with this. Sure. Will this fit in here? That's the question. Oh, yeah. Sweet. I was wondering. Yeah, cool. Alright, well, I'm going to pause it here, and then I'm going to come back once I actually have a welding cart, because just looking at this, you know what? How about we measure it first? Let's see here. Alright, let's call the base like 11.5 inches maybe. And then this is, ooh, not quite 11, about 10 and maybe 3/4. So yeah, that's not going to fit on that. I was wondering and a little worried. My fears were correct. Alright, well, I think I'm going to pause it here, and I will catch you guys when I have an actual welding cart that'll fit it, because I kind of need this thing out of the way, because garage space is very limited in this place. So we'll figure that out, get that sorted. Alright, here we are with an update here. So just picked up this from Harbor Freight welding table, so that'll help out. Looking back at this thing, I don't really know what I'm going to do here. I want that welder to fit on this thing because I really don't want to buy another one. I could make one. But I'm almost just thinking, if I just chop down like all the edges and stuff, and this was just a flat piece of metal, if I could just roll with that and do that. I might just do that, to be honest. I might just crack it and see what happens. Because now I have a welder, I can move stuff. I could take this thing off and cut a hole in there and either weld the bracket up or re-bolt it on or whatever. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a crack at just cutting this thing apart and making the welder fit on it. So we'll see.
Alright guys, I'm recording live from the casa. Sorry about how abrupt that was, but I'm going to explain what I'm doing here in a second. So give me 1 second.
Alright, so this is what we ended up doing. I'm not filming much of this stuff and time-lapsing it just because I don't know how interesting this is going to be or important or whatever. So, but I basically took it, I flipped it upside down, I bent the back the other way around so it's got like a little bit of a lip to catch the back of the welder. I cut the side pieces out, well, this piece, and then I left this alone on the other side. Cut that, brought it up, and then I cut the other back end, catched it up, or lifted it up. So it kind of just holds the welder a little bit. This bottom, I probably should put something kind of like some kind of mat down or something, because this is like super slick, and the welder was just sliding around on it. But let's not lose the camera there. There we go. But if I sound nasally, I'm kind of sick, so yeah. Anyways, so this is super slick, so I should probably put a mat down or something, but I'll figure that out later. Let's get the welder up on it. See where we're at. So, I mean, that's pretty good right there. Catches the back pretty perfect on that, and then side catches the edge of the welder just a hair, but enough to where I can move the cart and it doesn't slide off like it did. I left this alone. Now that I'm looking at it, I might have to shave this piece because this door, the way it opens. Oh, it just clears it. That is perfect. And there's no problem with that guy either. So that is awesome. That's perfect. Okay. All right. Well, that's that. I'm probably going to just have, I don't know what to do with this setup. So this is the MIG gas. This is my MIG container, so 7525. And then the TIG gas, 100% argon. I'll probably just put, I don't know. I think I'll just put the TIG gas on it for right now, because that's what I'm going to mainly be wanting to learn and do. So, yeah, I'll throw that on there. I'll button the card up, and then I'll come back when that's all done. I don't know if there's going to be anyone even watching this, but if you are watching and you're like, hey, I want to see more of that, then I'll try to include more stuff like this that isn't really related to the car. But if no one comments, nay, whatever. It is what it is, and I'll leave it to what I'm doing now. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys in a second. Alright, so here's the final update for the welding cart here. So the Omnipro setup, I don't know what, I didn't record, I recorded a part of the unboxing and stuff. It's kind of inconsistent, but it just is what it is. I started to get, busy with stuff. So we got the grounding clamp on. It's going into the positive right now because I'm getting the TIG set up right now. So the MIG guns set up, hanging off this side here. And then we got cover. We got a 10-pound spool in there with 030 wire. So MIG is ready to go. We've got a MIG tank on the back with the regulator and everything. Giant canister. And then we got the TIG tank set up. So smaller one. And that should be good enough for me. So here's my TIG torch. I just actually changed some things with it. So real quick, I'll show you what I'm looking at here. So we got the 150 amp TIG torch, but I took off this part and I cut off the heat shrink, undid the original line here. This is super thick, super heavy. I watched a video from a gentleman who, let me actually pull it up here. Let's see. Driving Ford builds. So this guy, I don't know if it'll even focus, but I'll link him in the description there. He recommended this this cable here, and I mean, it is just miles better. It has so much more flexibility. So before I even set up the DINS connector on the back, I just popped the red hose on, and we're good to go. So these are the TIG parts that came with the TIG torch, and I am going to be figuring out here how to sharpen the tungsten. I got set up here ready to go, so yeah, I'm gonna figure out what angle I want and all that stuff and learn about that stuff. So we'll come back when it's sharpened and this is all wrapped up and all together, and then depending on how that goes, I might film, I don't know what I'm going to film here, but I'll probably do one last thing of it all set up and ready to go, and then I'm going to watch some videos on how to learn how to TIG. I never TIGged. I've MIGged a couple times, but it's all part of the process. This isn't much of a car video, but it's leading to it, right? So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's it. So sorry that these videos aren't coming out super consistently, and they probably won't, to be completely honest with you. So it's just going to come up as time allows, and that's how this car's pretty much been. So as time allows between my work schedule and everything, I just hit a big milestone in my career. So one thing at a time, So yeah, I'll come back at you guys with an update. not lighting. So that must have been it.
Okay guys, so here's what happened. There's a big square on the right side of the screen that says output on or off, and I had it set to off and was not paying any attention to it. So I switched it on and it worked. So here we are.
Post flow. So I got no clue.
I do have a clue. And I learned about it later. Basically, I'm running with the welder set at 60 amps as the ceiling, and for this piece of metal I was welding, it should have been on closer to 120 amps. And so basically, there was barely any heat going into it. I was sitting on the metal for too long. It got too hot, and it basically heat soaked it to where when I left the puddle that I was welding and continued that puddle onwards, the hot metal that was before it that I was just on was still cooling down and there's no argon gas on it. So it just oxidizes immediately and looks all gray, which you'll see here in a second.
I got no clue. It looks cool, and I can actually see really well with this hood. So that's awesome. But I just realized that I was pulling away. I needed to push in. So that's good to know. No, I don't think that helps at all. Well, I'll show you guys. Check this out. So that's what we're looking at here. Let me get a... Where'd my main light go? Jeez, man, I clean up, I don't know where anything goes. Anyways. That's what we're looking at. I don't know if that's good or bad, but hey, it's the first thing ever, so take it. I'll take it. But here, let me turn this thing off and I'll show you guys what the setup is right here. It's pretty much done. So get you guys all straightened out. Jeez Louise, dude, this camera. Come on, mate. Alright. Here's what we got. So, the Omnipro 220. And I've got all the leads hooked up. Did the custom hose on the TIG torch. We have the MIG bottle in there. TIG bottle in there. Which, now I'm done. We'll just go ahead and shut her off. We got the foot pedal. That's pretty sweet. And then the grounding clamp goes to a new table that I picked up, Harbor Freight Special. It's the titanium modular welding table. It's a fixture table, which is awesome. So showed you guys my first welds. It's something. I don't know what it means yet, but it's something. It felt like I couldn't it felt like this thing only went so high in heat, like I couldn't burn a hole through it if I wanted to. And I had to wait for a long time. Just like start the puddle, wait, and then I can go a little bit and the puddle would start to thin out, so I'd wait. And I had to move really slow, which maybe I'm used to MIG welding and I don't know how fast or slow I'm going, but it felt super slow. But yeah, the helmet, this thing is awesome. My old one had a really small viewing area, and this thing has a pretty large one. And then I also did this little setup up here. It's just a headlamp, which I cut off the strap and then I put Velcro on. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we put Velcro on it, and yeah, I can see everything. And then this doesn't turn off, doesn't affect the sensitivity on the thing. I have it turned down enough, and then when I start welding, it pretty much just goes away. So yeah, and then I can take it off and charge it if I don't want to take my whole helmet to charge it. But I have a charger hooked up on the power strip down there, so right there. So I can pretty much charge it, no problem. No problem. So yeah, this is just an update. This is probably the last video on the welder setup, but figured I'd film it just so I can look back on it and be like, wow, damn, that was an ass weld, or hey, that was not too bad to start with. But no filler. I was just kind of seeing what it would do if I just hit it. So yeah, catch you guys later.